She's reading Puka. What's yours is mine, so that we can review it later.
Abio, il s'appelle.
How pretty.
Show me. Show me, not safe for work.
I like the colors. Is it good?
Yeah.
Today we're going to talk about Puka, What's Yours is Mine by Littlekidsin. It's a comic you can find on Tapastic, and the link will be in the description. It's not an original comic, so it's a bit weird to begin by that one for our very first review, but...
it's based on the franchise Puka, and no, it's a South Korean.
South Korean?
Yeah.
South Korean franchise.
The characters are the same, but the style is very different. I'd say it's more realistic.
In the franchise, there is an animated series. There's
I don't know much about it. I think the story in that comic is completely original.
So that's pretty original too, taking the characters and trying to make a realistic, original, action-packed, romantic comic.
Yeah, this is actually pretty weird, but
it works really well.
It works really well. So, the story is centered around Puka, a super strong ninja girl who is in love with her friend Garu.
Karu.
I don't know.
Karu.
Let's say Garu. Tobe, the leader of the rival ninja clan, decides to use a mind control potion on Puka to make her destroy Garu. Unfortunately, the shaman messes up, and it turns out to be a love potion. So now, Tobe has a girlfriend, and Puka doesn't care about Garu anymore.
That's about it for the presentation, and now we're gonna try to delve deeper into the story, so there might be some... We are in mid-April of 2016, so the story is 165 pages long for now, so yeah. I suggest we talk about the negative first and
then the positive.
Because I like to end on a positive note, which will be more than a note concerning this comic. For me, the main negative point about it is that we don't really know where we should be concerning the knowledge we should have beforehand. Like, we don't really need to know the franchise to enjoy the story. But we don't really know the relationship between the characters. It's not that clear. Like, we don't really know how Garu feels about Puka, if he's just an introvert and doesn't really like her.
To show his love for her.
Or if he doesn't care, or... Well, we end up knowing that he does care, but we don't know if we should have known that from the beginning or not. So that would be...
maybe it would... have needed some background.
Yeah. Or at least something that told us that background wasn't needed and that we were supposed... Because it's a bit blurry, since we know there is a franchise and we're like, I don't really know that franchise. I know it by name, but I don't know really the characters or anything. So some things seem to be already established while it wasn't really established in the story. That makes sense.
in that comic, like it was a sequel to some other story. I really enjoyed the story anyway, but I think I felt the same thing. Sometimes I was not sure if I was supposed to know those characters or who they were in the story, and
that's the same thing for Tobe, for example. We just know that he doesn't like Garu, like maybe they're from a rival ninja clans or something. But we don't really know what his relationship with Puka is, because he's using her. She's obviously from Garu's clan, but at the same time, right after she falls in love with him, is like, oh, I love you, I don't want to let you go. Something that seems to talk about something a lot deeper than what we've been shown. I'm not very clear on what's happening in Puka's mind, maybe mainly because she doesn't talk, but the fact that at first she's drinking the potion, which is supposed to be a love potion, like she's obsessed.
She's eating because it's in a cake.
She's eating the potion, sorry. And it's supposed to be a love potion that just makes her being madly in love with Toby, and then she completely betrays her friends because she fights against them to protect Toby.
Yeah, that's because she's so...
Yeah, but she looks like she doesn't even remember them.
Yeah.
And then she comes back crying to them like, oh my god, I don't know what to feel anymore, I don't know what to do. And I don't know, that it feels like... am I supposed to deduce that maybe the potion is wearing off, or I'm not sure about that. Maybe that we're gonna have more information and I will be like, oh yeah, of course. But yeah,
for now it's a bit blurry. So maybe now let's talk about the positive.
I think the characters are all brilliantly portrayed, like very touching and funny, and all the facial expression Puka makes, and we're all like, oh god, so many feels.
Especially Toby. Toby's my favorite, I think. He's like so
especially
cute.
When his hair is all long,
so beautiful hair. He's really cute. Like he's supposed to be the villain, and at first he's like super serious and all, but he's the cutest of all the characters.
The other ninja from his clan who are like his minions, and he's like, ninja! And they all come running with their little cat ears.
Yeah. The difference between the funny part and the deep part is something that really works pretty well. That's
a bit of a personal taste part, but like someone I'm into something a bit deep and I'm like, oh, and then blam, there's something funny, and that's a bit of a shame because I would have liked to stay a bit longer.
Most of the time in this comic it's the other way around, so it's more subtle, I think, because it's not like it's deep and then it's suddenly funny. It's more like it's funny, so you're interested in the story and you read more, and then it becomes deeper. I really, really like the art.
Yep.
I just realized how much the drawing evolved. It was already pretty great at first, but the last pages are even...
But it gets better. And there are even some parts in color that are really great.
Yeah, like, really nice.
She can color too. Anatomically, it's perfect. The action is really well depicted. There is no confusion. There are very few backgrounds in the end.
But but it's okay. It doesn't bother me.
We always know where we are, and
the backgrounds are more detailed when we are changing
scenes.
Yeah, so we don't get lost.
Yep.
For me, it looks like more. I don't know, a mix of different styles and different...
Yeah, maybe.
And like, I don't know, it makes me think of some storyboarder style.
We want to see it animated, actually.
Yeah.
Which would be cool, but it flows really well. There is not like a heavy load of text per pages, which I hate.
It looks really professional, and it's great.
A lot more professional than our review right now. So we really recommend you take a look at Puka.
I
just made Blop read the whole story.
In like 2 days.
Puka, What's Yours Is Mine by Littlekidsin. So that was our first review. It's really a test. We have no idea what we're doing. We are basically just talking to each other, trying to discuss the comics that we like. If you think we should make others, tell us. If you think we should stop and just bury ourselves in front of our computers,
you can tell us. It's okay. Well, anyway,
see you.
See you.
Bye.